I hope all is well with you. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be making a zine out of one piece of paper. So all you'll need is paper, pens, whatever you have laying around the house, scissors, and something to fold your pages with. Zines are a great resource for artists. They've been used to cheaply, efficiently spread ideas and self-publish. So when you're done with this project, you'll have a little book of your own, and you'll be able to, you can scan it into your computer, print it out, distribute it as you'd like. You can also just use this as an exercise to make something new, explore some of your own ideas, and just have it in a nice package. So I hope you enjoy the process. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Let's get started with our materials. So I'm using sketchbook paper. Go ahead and use whatever paper you have accessible to you. I have scissors, a bone folder, which is great for creasing the pages. You can also use a ruler. And you can also use an X-Acto knife if you have it, if you'd rather make cuts on your page using that. So go ahead and start to prep your page. Just make sure it's nice and cleaned up with none of those extra pieces on the end. I'm using my ruler here as a guide for my X-Acto blade and just cutting off those little extra bits. Now we get to folding our page. Go ahead and fold it in half either way. Since the paper is so thick, I definitely want to reinforce the creases after each fold that I make. It's kind of time consuming, but it makes it so that when you actually have your zine, you can flip through it nice and easy. So unfold and then refold the other way. Now take those outer edges and fold them towards that horizontal line going down the middle. Take that other edge in as well. Great, now we have all of our folds. We're gonna cut down these two middle panels. So I'm just following that line straight down the middle to make a gash in our page. So with this opening, we're gonna squeeze those two panels on either side and fold it down, and then you're gonna fold it into a book. And these are our last stages with the actual construction of the book. Next, we're gonna get into planning and then designing our book. Here's another zine that I've made for a demo. I chose the theme of rainy day. I tried to keep the colors consistent and then just have a few pops of color. I liked working with the kind of simple narrative of just, things that happen on a rainy day. Now we'll get into planning the layout of our zine. I'm going to start off by numbering each page, and you'll see why this is helpful in just a minute. The reason I like to number the pages ahead of time is so I can unfold it and work on the zine as just a regular piece of paper. Now the numbers won't be intuitive, so you want to make sure you pay attention to which is your title page and which is your end page. So I definitely recommend starting off with a few ideas of what you want to make your zine. I chose the theme of how to take a bubble bath. Something just fun and colorful, playful, something that would be really calming. I also chose to limit myself to about 6 colors to work within, and I often think that setting up a few guidelines for myself actually helps me to be more creative. So I recommend doing something like that for yourself. Maybe you need a little time to brainstorm, that's fine, and just kind of come up with a few ideas. something I recommend is working color by color rather than page by page. So here you'll see I'm using one marker to fill in as much color as I can and then moving on to the next marker. I find that if I work page by page, I might just get caught up on a few details instead of thinking of the thing as a whole. This also helps me use colors in more inventive ways, because if I'm focusing on putting the same color on each page, I might end up making, throwing some yellow in the water or making a bubble orange instead of the rest of them are pink. So it creates a little bit more excitement too. Keep in mind you can always revisit and rebalance things later on, going back to those markers that you used before. At the end, I like to use this brush marker by Micron. It just gives it a little bit of extra contrast and a more finished look. So there we have it. Here is my zine with the definitive guide of how to take a bubble bath. I hope you have fun making your own zine. I hope you enjoyed the process. I can't wait to see what you've made.